Hello, dear students. Good morning. Welcome to KLS Gupte College of Commerce, Belagavi. Myself, Professor S.B. Bendigeri, Department of Economics, taking online classes for 6th semester students. Dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. All of you wake up early in the morning and have a good exercise and have a good food, boost your immunity, and be the role model for the society. And all of you join hands against vanish this pandemic which has become the global issue now. We all should join our hands to vanish such a dangerous virus. With this, now let us move on to the today's online class. Dear students, in the last class I have completed the most important second unit, that is national income. The contents of national income I have completed in a few videos of mine. I hope all of you are understood. Now let us move on to the another most important topic of the same subject, Indian economics, unit number 4, that is economic planning. In this fourth unit, the title of the unit is economic planning, and this is the first video of this particular topic, video number 1. In this video, let us understand the introductory part of economic planning. Economic planning is nothing but it's a financial preparation of plan, preparing a plan for the future in connection with financial matters. Every country in the world preparing its financial plan for the future, that is known as economic planning. In planning, the expected issues are playing an important role. Everything will be expected. It's a predetermined plan, and it does not mean that all plans must be successful. Few plans may success and few other plans may not be success. It is because of so many issues like political issues and financial issues and social issues and natural issues, for example. But moreover, each country should have its own plan, systematic, predetermined, prepared plan for the better future. Dear students, economic planning is the product of present century. In present century, economic planning has its own importance, its own, for example, what we call it as model in the entire world. There is no country in the world without having economic planning. Each country must have its own plan according to its economic conditions, political conditions, social and atmospheric conditions. But these plans are different in case of different countries. For example, in underdeveloping countries, they may prepare their own plan according to the financial conditions, and in developing countries like India and other Asian continental countries, we also have our own plans. We also prepare our own plans according to our capacity, our budget, for example. And the developed countries also preparing their own systematic plans for the success. So what happened here is economic planning is the product of present century. It has been growing in its importance in recent years. In recent years, economic planning has become most important for the better future. For the success of the overall development of the economy, plans must be success, and we should have such kind of plans which are very easy to make success in that, reach the target. Okay, so in recent years these plans have become more important. even though the concept is very old in its form. Economic planning is an old concept, it is not a new concept. It is an old concept like microeconomics, for example. Okay, so uh, if we are having a glance on its origin of economic plan, it was in the first decade of 20th century in Soviet Russia. After 1928, it has founded in Russia and later on attracted by the entire world. World has given its own attention on economic planning. First, in the beginning, it was founded in Soviet Russia in the year 1928, in the first decade of 20th century. This is a beginning part and the preamble part or introduction part of the economic planning of the entire world. Now look at the Indian part, Indian economic planning. Indian Planning Commission was established on 15th March 1950. Okay, so 1950, in the year 1950, in India, economic planning founded. The chief architect of this planning commission was M. Vishwesvaraya. He was the founder of Indian Economic Planning Commission. Okay, so he was the first person who was taught on that particular aspect, and he started and introduced the Indian Planning Commission on 15th March 1950. What happens in the later year, in the later period? Later on, Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, M.N. Roy and some progressive industrialists of Bombay, means present Mumbai, formulated their own plan, which is popularly known as People's Plan or Bombay Plan. It was renamed as, and it was popular as Bombay Plan in those days. Okay, and in 1948, Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. Immediately after independence, Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister and set up Indian National Planning Commission. He started the Indian National Planning Commission according to his ideas and thoughts, and he became the chairman, and V.T. Krishnamachari was the deputy chairman of Planning Commission. Okay, the first chairman of Indian National Planning Commission was Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of India, and he became the chairman, and V.T. Krishnamachari became the deputy chairman of Planning Commission. Usually what happened is the chairman of that particular Planning Commission is always the Prime Minister of a country, for example. Okay, that you have to understand. If the question is there in the objective question for 2 marks, who was the chairman of Planning Commission? If you don't know the name, write the Prime Minister, that is enough for that. Prime Minister is always the chairman of Planning Commission. Okay, and in the beginning, V.T. Krishnamachari was the deputy chairman of Planning Commission. The Planning Commission consults central ministers and the state governments while formulating 5-year plans. It is most important how 5-year plans are formulated. Behind the success of every 5-year plans, there are different hands from central ministers as well as state government. State government and central ministers is to contribute something. They have to contribute their thoughts, philosophies, ideas for the success of every 5-year plans. Okay, while formulating 5-year plans, annual plans and overseas plans. We also have different types of plans. That comes in the later part. In the types of plans, let us understand that there are 5-year plans, yearly plans, national plans, for example, state plans, local plans, overseas plans. When the plans are formulated by 2 different countries, that is called as overseas plans or foreign plans. For a particular project, if 2 neighboring countries are planning to start a big project, they have to prepare their own plan, that is called as overseas plan. Okay, plan between India and Sri Lanka, plan between India and America, for example, plan between India and Japan supposed to be like that. Those plans are also known as overseas plans. And the commission also functions as an advisory body at the apex level. This planning commission is also acting as an advisory body for all the 5-year plans and all economic planning activities. Okay. Now its headquarter is in New Delhi, which is in Yojana Bhavan. Okay. Yojana Bhavan, New Delhi is the headquarter of planning commission. Okay. Here one thing is very important and interesting to understand. By 17th August 2014, Indian Indian Planning Commission was abolished. Okay, it was dissolved by 17th of August 2014. So in the place of Planning Commission, National Institute for Transforming India, Niti Aayog, came into force. Niti Aayog is the dream project of that particular planning commission. So Niti Aayog replaced planning commission by 17th of August 2014, and Niti Aayog came into force on 1st January 2015. So whatever activities done by planning commissions, those activities are run and those activities are under the control of Niti Aayog. Niti means National Institute for Transforming India. Most of the times one question is coming in the 2 marks, that is expand Niti Aayog. Niti means National Institute for Transforming India. 2 marks question, try to understand. They may ask, when did Niti Aayog came into force? It has came into force on 1st January 2015. Okay. The present Prime Minister is chairman and Rajiv Kumar is the vice chairman of Niti Aayog. As I said in the beginning, the chairman will be the Prime Minister even for Planning Commission as well as Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog is nothing but it's a next form of Planning Commission. Usually what happens in Planning Commission also, Nehru was the Prime Minister and he was the chairman of Planning Commission in the beginning, immediately after independence, and continuously for every 5-year plans the running prime ministers will be the chairman of that particular planning commission. Like that, even for Niti Aayog also, the chairman of Niti Aayog is also the prime minister of the country. Okay, and the present deputy chairman is Rajiv Kumar, vice chairman is Rajiv Kumar, and this question is also coming in the examination. Who is the vice chairman of Niti Aayog? Okay, answer is Rajiv Kumar Paudel. Okay, with this let us stop our today's discussion about the introduction of planning, economic planning. Okay, hope you understood all of you. Take care of yourself and your family. Thank you very much.